certain items which it can be grouped to, it will be a good step to actually keep it in the same container so that you can be charged at the same time and it will be cheaper. Also mentioned something to do with why SQ is expensive. In terms of the actual what Microsoft actually brings out of the box. That's why SQ, the Synapse type of storage is expensive, and also the DWUs for our normal CRUD operations. That is why the SQ type of setup in Azure can be expensive. So yeah. I think yesterday was really an eye opener, and also the question. I think it started from a question from the dump, where you asking us to sort of like explain why we choose certain technologies from Azure to put in that scenario, and then it extended to the big data lambda architecture, and it opened up a lot of discussion questions there, going to the price calculator. So yeah, yesterday was really picked up. I'm looking forward to another awesome session today.
Yeah, great guys, great. I think we all actually highlighted everything. I think that would have served as a recap for Adekemi. She wasn't around yesterday. She was in traffic, I think, on her way home that time. So basically, to start, I created a WhatsApp group for the study so we can easily communicate. So Toby is not there yet, and Kemi too. And also, I will try to add as many other people or guys who. Okay, Wale, you want to say something?
Yes, I wanted to say that the link you shared to the video, right? I can't access it anymore, or I can't access it at all because it's saying it could have been moved. So I guess it's because of why I brought up that time. So I suggest that you probably move it to a OneDrive and share the link, on the LinkedIn. So for people who want to follow later. So that way it will just open in a new tab and they can watch it from there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, thank you, Wale.
Sure.
Yes, into the business for today. We're supposed to start with a case study. So here's the resource on GitHub for the exam. So basically, we were to use the case study to actually go through this. And when you are going through the instruction, you have you get to see the direction for it. So so here, the case study here is for AdventureWorks. And like I said yesterday, if you are creating a SQL database on Azure, on Microsoft Azure, you can choose to add Azure AdventureWorks database to your SQL database, so more like a default database. So in case you, let me show you, is this mine? More like I missed my subscription on Azure portal. If you are creating the SQL database here, you can quickly add that, but I think let's stick to time. So we'll be going quickly into our focus, which is to study in groups. And together, we are about 5 of us here right now. So when you look at the case study here, it's AdventureWorks company. They sell bicycles and bicycle parts directly to customers and distributors, and they want to also evolve with clients. They've seen that the industry has moved. A lot of people are moving to cloud, and they want to move to cloud. So they have they are planning to establish new offices in maybe about the 3 years ago. They did that establishment of new companies in Tokyo, Seattle, Chicago, Berlin, Barcelona, and Paris. And they've seen that the market is highly competitive. They want to reach out to a large set of a large number of customers, maybe give them personalized content, and they are looking for data solutions to do that. So one thing you have to start thinking of as a data engineer is what kind of data your company has and who needs it, and how is that data going to be presented to the person that needs it. So if it's data just for analytics, then you are already thinking of generating insights, and that's going to make you to start thinking of doing some feature engineering, some kind of transformation on the data, to store them in a way that the person who wants to use create visualization from them can easily know what to put where. If you are using Power BI, you want to easily group them or create measures from there or calculated tables from there. So here is so the research and development department of AdventureWorks just successfully conceived the next wave of innovative products. They are relying on you as a data engineer, and together with some other guys who are AI engineers and data scientists, both the design and implementation of the solution. So with this, given this large number of sales and expansion at global scale, they are looking at their existing infrastructure, how it's not meeting the business requirement, but and also it might not be able to house future growth. What are the changes that needs to be? Then you are probably with the chief CTO or the CTO, and you are to make recommendation as a data scientist. So here you are being presented as a senior data engineer, and you would have to assist AdventureWorks to carry out, to design and to implement it. So believe me, designing is usually easy, and implementation is where you might probably experience challenges. It's easy for me to say, first we'll set up blob storage, second we'll connect that blob storage to we will connect the blob storage to our different data sources, and then from there we'll connect those data we brought into blob storage. You connect Azure Databricks for processing, and from there, when we clean the data, we transform them. We want to store them inside Azure SQL data warehouse, and then there we want to create fact table, date table, we want to do this, we want to do that. It's usually easy to say, but then the work itself might seem a little difficult. So how do you go about the implementation? It simply means you need to have practical experience with them. So yeah, and what else? So basically, this is what they currently have for their website and what they intend to do. And then their current sales or ordering system, then data analysis. So if you see now the AdventureWorks DB we have here is AdventureWorks 2012. So basically, if I think I shared the link with us, this link with every one of us, and you could open it on GitHub for you to follow. So this is the customer service pre-sales. So you can look at what exactly customer service pre-sales wants. You can look at what is required for data analysis, and then what's required for sales and ordering system, what's required for AdventureWorks websites. They have to be presenting the images of the bicycle and the bicycle parts they want to sell, and it has to be personalized. So if you are in New York, you don't have to be seeing bicycles that they want to sell to Nigerians. So how are you going to do that? How are you going to partition? So that's where partitioning comes in. You have to partition by country. I think the guys from yesterday should be able to relate to that. And then, so please, I like the class to be interactive. It seems more like I'm alone here, but I hope I've not lost anyone.
We're with you, my brother.
We're with you.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. So then the social media analysis also. So probably they want to get the marketing department wants to know what people are saying on Twitter over various times of the year. I think myself, Wally, you've had something to do with sentiment analysis. You are getting data from Twitter and you want to see what people are saying. And when that data is coming, how often is it coming? And where do you want to store it? So you need to think of that and what kind of data storage will you use? So then connected bicycles, then you are thinking of information captured. Yeah?
No, go ahead. I was trying to say that, the IoT could capture this information from the connected bicycles.
Yeah, exactly. So you have a bicycle computer, more like the model, serial number, registered owner, the location where it's being used, current status, current speed. Some people have that on their bicycle such that when they're cycling in the morning, it keeps track of the kilometers they've gone, and all those information is being stored somewhere, and they use that for business analysis and also bicycle maintenance services, elementary from electrical bicycle, they're using sensors. Then you are thinking of Azure IoT Edge for this now. So what kind of storage do you use with Azure IoT Edge? You will need to find out that. Are we together? Yeah?
Yeah.
Azure Event Hub, yeah. Event Hub. But for Event Hub, you still need to make use of the IoT Edge.
Yeah.
Because you need to set up gateways that communicate with the gateway you have at the other end to be able to exchange the data coming in. Yep. So that's our case study. And now to our lab, our first lab. Please, we need someone to be our timekeeper. Who volunteer?
I will. What time are we supposed to finish? Hour 30, yeah?
This is the estimated time.
60 minutes. No, I mean, the session is supposed to end in an hour 30.
Yeah.
We have like 45 minutes gone already.
Wow.
But I could exclude like 20 minutes or so for waiting for others to join. So maybe we're 25 minutes in.
Okay.
So we still have like 1 hour, 5 minutes, but I think we can extend. Yeah. I think let's just say our hour 30 starts now, maybe.
Okay, great. So guys, buckle up. We are taking off. Right. Yeah, so the lab review, we are supposed to take the information gained in this lesson from the case studies to be able to deliver a digital transformation wherever it's needed. In this case, AdventureWorks need that digital transformation. So I believe that in the companies that we find ourselves, Unani, you're in Deloitte, Sobi. Sobi is with Deloitte, right?
No, I'm not with Deloitte.
That's Funani.
That's
okay,
Funani.
Funani. Yeah, I think there's someone else who contacted me too from Deloitte. Myself from Sidmark, from Kemi, with Zenith, right? We are all in companies that at one point in time would be requiring digital transformation. If not, they are already looking at that way forward. So if you are that person that they ask as a senior data engineer, what would you be recommending? So our objective here is to identify evolving world of data within AdventureWorks, then determine the Azure Data Platform services to use for AdventureWorks. Then also we are to identify the tasks to be performed by data engineer, and then finalize the data engineering deliverables for AdventureWorks. So here we go. The first step here is to assess the current state of the cloud technologies and make sure that you can perform the project by performing the following analysis, which were the things that I mentioned before as part of the objective. So first exercise here for every one of us, we are to identify the data requirements of AdventureWorks and identify if the data structure of the requirement is structured, semi-structured, or unstructured. Do we understand this?
Yeah.
Okay, so the files here, the lab files are located here. All files, all files, lab files started in DP-200 one folder. So what are their, let me open it. Yeah.
That one is just like a, what do you call it? A doc file, like That's tables.
Mm. Is that come again, Wale?
It's a Microsoft Word file that has tables, you know, where we'll just put our answers, the data requirements.
Yes. Yeah. I think I downloaded this before, but let me see if I can open it in a new link.
Backend. Backend is unhealthy.
I can't view raw.
So it's download it for you.
Mine is not downloading.
You can click download. It's meant to download.
So okay, yeah, I thought as much. I had one.
Just download.
Yes.
So either click view raw or download. It should download.
Mine is not downloading.
I can share it with you on the WhatsApp chat.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Same here. Mine is not downloading as well.
Okay, I'll share it.
Mine is saying error 503. What's 503? Backend is unhealthy. What's that?
Look, Wale, can you share with me too?
Okay, sure. Daniel, can you just add them to the WhatsApp group? Because I don't have all them.
Right. How do I get your numbers now?
Okay, let me call my number. You can.
Okay.
What?
Sorry, hold on. Kemi, I think you can just drop yours in the chat.
I don't think she can access that. None of us can, Daniel.
Okay. I
Anyway,
think
Funani,
she's
you should have it.
Yeah, I got it now. Thanks.
There's someone else in. Someone else just joined.
No, it's Kemi.
Are they Kemi?
I think she.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Toby, you can call your number.
Okay, 080
080
64
again 6464
59 no just 164.
Okay, 59
6459.
I didn't. Yes
2513.
2513. Okay.
Okay, let's 2513. Can you hear me?
Yes, I did. 6459 2459
Okay.
Yeah. Kemi, please, can you share your number in the chat, maybe on LinkedIn also? Hello, Kemi. She went off. She's off.
What I can do is I can share the link to the WhatsApp group.
Okay. Now let me see. Okay, Kemi is back. Hello, Kemi.
Yes, I'm sorry. The network is pretty bad here.
Oh, sorry about that. Funani went off.
I think so. It's unusual.
Funani says in a blackout.
Maybe he could join on mobile. So, yeah, tell me, we are trying to add you to the group. On WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah, so do you mind sharing your WhatsApp number?
Oh,
Toby,
okay.
I've added you.
Okay. 070.
Sorry. 070
50
50
77
77
33
33
34.
34 070 50 77
Yes, I
333.
got that.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay. Sorry.
So Daniel, Nani said he's in a blackout. I don't know if you can see it.
Should we wait for him?
No, he said he can't join on mobile. His Wi-Fi is also down.
Okay, I think maybe with the recording.
Yeah, exactly. He said we should please record for him.
Okay. Yeah, so I've added Kemi to the group. Okay, Wale, you reshared the file.
Yes, because you just added Kemi.
Sorry, I might have to reshare so I can share my window instead. Yeah. So we need to identify the data requirements from the case study. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see it.
So,
Okay. Okay, different. So here's the right. No, not this one. So here's the case study. So what are the data requirements for AdventureWorks website? What do you guys think? What do they want for the in terms of data? What would they be requiring for the website?
Probably they want to like have images of their bikes or I don't know. Okay, they'll need to host the site somewhere, right? They'll need to host the site somewhere. So,
Okay.
so yeah, they will need a hosting plan, cloud.
Okay.
Mm.
That's different. Data now. So in terms of data, what would they?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Toby, I can hear you. In terms of data, what would they be needing?
Mm. Mm.
So Wale, you were actually on the right track. So first thing, they will be need the data image storage, a website image storage, right? So this kind of data, is it structured or unstructured?
Unstructured. Unstructured. Can you hear me?
Okay. I'm already. What do you, Wale Kemi?
Yes.
Oh, Wale is off here. So what do you think? Do you agree first that the data requirement they want for their website is image? Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay,
They
so
want
what
an image that.
okay, so what type of data is that?
Mm.
Hello.
Yeah, Wale
Sorry, guys.
disappeared.
Yeah, my network is.
Okay. So
Okay.
yes,
You're not sharing your screen again.
I am.
It's structured.
Okay.
Okay, so let me do this. So Kemi, it's actually unstructured, but I want to create, I want to show you a list. You went around yesterday when we talked briefly about structured data, or structured, semi-structured, and talking about batch data and stream data.
Okay.
And we talked about those yesterday. So examples of unstructured data. And Google will be gracious to tell us they are, yep, yeah, they are. They may include books, like what you have on Amazon books, journals on ResearchGate, documents, Google, metadata, health records, audio, video, analog data, images, files, and unstructured text, such as, say, email message, a web page, or a word processor document. So those are examples of unstructured data. So I'm back here, right? Hope I'm not missing it. Yep. So then the next one, for data, yeah, for current sales, what would be their basic need?
Let's purchase a track, application, template stores, or the information. Okay. Okay, so they currently have an on-premise SQL server. So they'll most likely want to move that to cloud. So, okay, let me see if there's another requirement. Current application deployed SQL. Okay. Just the global expansion, data commerce, data to transit this system to better serve their customers. Global ability.
Yeah.
Okay, so demand is not fixed, right? So demand also varies for November and December. Okay, so I'm guessing since it's on premise, they want to move to the cloud now, so they'll probably go for Azure SQL server.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's Wale. Toby, Kemi, what do you guys think?
Yes, I think they'll probably move to just migrate from on-prem SQL Server to Azure SQL Server, or maybe they provision on a VM. Use a VM too.
So here is so here is now what you need to identify the basic data requirements. So what kind of data do they have or do they want to store? We all know they are moving to the cloud.
Okay.
Yes, they are
You
storing
understand? We all know.
unstructured data.
Yes. Yes. So we all know they are moving to the cloud. So what kind of data, for instance, the first one was their website. What kind of data do they have that they want to store on Azure Cloud? It's, images of their products. And we said the data type for that, it's an unstructured kind of data. Then for current sales or ordering system, they also want to store their direct, their store order information.
Yeah.
They want to store order information.
Data.
Yeah.
Other information.
Yes. So this is another requirement. And okay. So we all agreed that the first one is unstructured.
Unstructured.
And then the next one is what?
Structured.
All right. So then normally we were supposed to probably make a list of this by ourselves. Then we'll now talk about them. But this is just the first lab. So maybe for the next lab, we'll allow each person say 15 minutes. 15 minutes is the actual time for this exercise one. Then we're supposed to talk about it and then off we go. So the next one is data analysis. What was their requirement?
Okay. So this is much of a data warehouse scenario.
Okay.
So it's still a structured data to me, or it will involve a data warehouse in like data factory, SQL data warehouse, and some other analytics like Power BI. So that.
Okay. All right. So what else? What else?
Okay, so so first of all, what's data that they want to perform analysis on, right?
Historical.
So from the okay, go ahead.
No, I think you're asking that. I don't know. You are just trying to. relate?
Yeah, I was saying based on these two things we've seen so far, right? Which is one for on their website images and on their order tracking, right? So based on those two, I think we can identify that what they want to be doing data analysis more on it will be the order data that they are getting, right? So in that case, they said their current data warehouse is struggling. Okay, the server has been struggling. So definitely now they're trying to move to Azure Synapse, which was formerly Azure Data Warehouse, right? Okay, so I'm thinking that the analytics that they want to do there will now require the Azure Synapse, which now has that has tools that perform the extraction, transformation, and loading process for them. So I'm guessing they will need Azure Synapse, and then as Toby said, at the end of the loading, they will need to load it into an analysis platform like Power BI, so to present that. That's what oh, well, that should have been Azure Data Factory. Sorry, Azure Data Factory.
So
Mm.
basically, yeah. Yeah, I'm listening. Toby.
Azure Data Factory. I said I think Azure Data Factory be for injection.
Yeah, it's used to is used for ingestion as well as loading and transforming. It actually doesn't do any of those, but it's like a repository for all these other tools that do those things. So what it does is that it automates the entire process by just like triggering them.
Triggering them, yes.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So Kemi, I've not heard you.
I think Kemi should be talking. You should be the one to speak out first, so that she will be carried along.
I hope she doesn't seem lost now.
No, I'm not
But
lost.
do you understand what they've been saying?
The last part is what I really did not understand. I got what
Okay.
Wally said, but not everything.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, what they are saying here, this is two requirements for existing tools. They have a data warehouse that is on-prem. They configure the single on-prem database as a data warehouse, but that cannot hold the whole data that they want to store for even because they are reaching larger number of customers now, and even future transactions. This single on-prem database cannot hold everything. So there's a need to move all this information to a SQL data warehouse on cloud. And if Azure is the choice platform, and maybe not AWS, Azure has a SQL data warehouse solution called Azure Synapse.
Okay.
So Azure Synapse Analytics is what you can use for that. So you need to plan a migration from that on-prem data warehouse, from this one, a migration from there to this Azure Synapse. Okay. Yeah. So that's a requirement. That is one of their requirements. And what kind of data do they have? They have historical reporting data that they use for both descriptive analysis and historical reporting. And then again, they also want to do some prediction around the data that they have. So these are requirements that if you are going to take these exams, you will meet scenarios like this, where they will tell you case study about a company. I think for some that I've seen is about the inkware and an inkware company that does racing, that stores racing information, and they are storing it real time. And that's one sample. Uh, Probably search for that. And yes, again, towards the end of these classes, we would share the latest dump we have with everyone. And we would also try to show you how to get Azure vouchers for your exam. I hope we are being kind enough. Yeah, that's that.
Hello?
So basically,
Hello?
yeah,
My
hello,
network was
yeah,
dead.
okay.
Hello? Yeah, my network dropped. I didn't get the last
No, I just
part.
talked about voucher. I just talked about voucher. So we've identified what they need here. They want to be able to migrate the
Okay.
database, their data from here to this. So what kind of data is this?
Structured.
The structure. What kind of data? What's the so they want to have historical reporting and what?
Predictive.
Prediction.
There's one. There's one.
And is it prediction?
Descriptive.
Okay.
No, it's descriptive.
Okay.
Descriptive
Is it
and descriptive.
Okay. Okay. Yes, that's their requirements.
Mm. Analytics data. And this kind of data, is it structured or unstructured?
Structured.
Yeah, it's already structured because they are already using it for report and for descriptive analysis. Yes, so move to the next. Customer service to sales. So what's their data requirements here?
communication of chat box?
Yeah, Kemi is there.
No, I'm still going through it.
Okay. Mm.
I think what they require here is an implementation of chatbots.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
Implementation of chatbots.
Mm.
They also
All right.
require
Okay.
So I think they
Any
also
other
require,
thought?
yes, they also require some predictive analysis for fraudulent claims. So it's maybe
Okay.
like a anomaly detector, even like an anomaly detector for fraudulent claims.
Okay.
Okay.
Same,
Can you scroll down, Daniel?
Yeah, I think this is probably all you need now.
Okay. No, I mean, the chat
Platform.
is the chat preview is blocking some from my own side.
Okay. Okay. You might actually need to enter full mode.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay now?
Yes, I'm okay now. I
There's
think that's all.
there's another one I'm seeing here.
Okay.
Where a platform for history storage.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, there's also what so the users are going to have to be taking pictures of their bicycle parts, right? So I'm guessing those images may have to be stored somewhere. If you look at, yeah. So that's another kind of data that they will be looking to store. Also, there's the Kemi said the conversation history. So the text chatting back and forth with the chat box.
Yeah. So what would you class all this data on? What would you use to class all this data together?
Definitely unstructured. Yeah. I'm not sure about the conversation history if it's going to be structured
Yeah.
or not. You know.
So here's what I'm saying already, right? You're using a chatbot to chat. Based on that, they want to know where you are chatting from, and then also maybe customizing or localizing the content by switching to your local language, Dutch, German, French, and all that. But while that conversation is going on, they want to be keeping everything. The image you upload, your status, your bicycle parts suitable for your existing bicycle, and if you're the owner or not, all this data, they are going to be part of the history, your conversation history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they actually, so probably class everything as a conversation history data.
Okay.
So how do you, is this data now, looking at it, is it going to be structured or unstructured?
I think it's unstructured.
Unstructured.
Yep. Okay. So we have conversation history data. And it's unstructured. Yep. Okay. All right. So that is one. So if we maybe what we are going to do next, let me see, can I add another?
Yeah, you can add another row.
data. Okay. Okay. So come back here. Yep. So then to social media analysis. And this one is already it's already straightforward, yeah.
I think you are right. It's straightforward. Tracking and
Okay. So what's the data requirement here? What are they trying to add? Or what do you think that you are going to help?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so what do you think you are going to solve here as a data engineer? What's the problem you are going to solve here?
Create where they will store the tweets that have that particular hashtag. So create a storage where they'll store tweets, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So to my guess, my what they call my answer kind of data format that this will be structured.
Okay. Okay. Are you sure?
Danny, can you try?
Yeah.
For me, it's not really structure. It's like a key and value pair stuff. You just have to look for the key of the person doing the hashtag and his values. Maybe where the hashtag is coming from, stuff like that, the location, the time, and stuff like that. So it's not really structured, but I'm sure all the Microsoft classify as semi-structured because you mentioned that yesterday.
Yeah. Okay.
We can't hear you anymore, Toby. Oh, I can't. I don't know if you guys can hear.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yes.
I said it's more of like a key to value, like a dictionary, key to value data.
Key value pair. Yeah.
Yes, key to value pairs. So I just want to know, maybe Daniel can explain what does Microsoft mean by semi-structure. So it's more on structure, but I can't really say it's like it's more messy on structure like that. Maybe it will fall into that semi-structure category.
So when you are looking at semi-structured data, it's a portion of it looks maybe structured a bit. Maybe for instance, if you are dealing with a JSON file, inside that JSON file, you probably have an array or a collection of things that have a particular key and then something as a value. So inside a particular file, a collection. So it's majorly as probably as you want to put it. But if you are looking at what these guys are requesting for here, they want to be able to say, what are people saying about our campaign on Twitter? For instance, we take MTN, one of the network service providers. I don't know any of their campaign right now, but let's say call call on the go, be something in that line, and they want to know what people are saying about it on Twitter. And some people are okay, good, perfect. Take Glow for example. What are people saying about Glow Network on Twitter? Some people tend to upload video, some images, some text.
Yes.
All these are still part of Twitter
Please just go on. Please go
your
on.
line is breaking.
Yeah, I said you guys can go. I need to open the door for someone, so just go.
Okay. Yeah, so all this data that is coming needs to be stored somewhere for marketing departments. And they would like to have the capability of tracking any hashtag of any name. So Glow 4G data plan. What are people saying about it? So we will know as Glow whether we want to still continue and bring Glow 5G. What are people saying? Oh, somebody uploaded this, somebody uploaded this video, somebody did this. So what kind of storage, what kind of data is coming in now from this campaign? Is it structured or unstructured now? Yeah, guys.
Yeah. And I said maybe Adikemi should answer that.
Okay. Came here on the spot.
Maybe it's not here. I think it's more okay. It's here. She's here.
Yeah. Yeah, hello, Kemi.
Yes, sorry, the network is really bad.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so we were asking what kind of data would be coming from this Twitter campaign?
Twitter campaign.
Yeah. So for instance, look at Twitter. If you are to be getting Twitter based on hashtag, what kind of data will be coming?
Well, based on hashtag, can either be structured or unstructured.
Okay. Okay. Toby.
Oh, so I think it should be more of I would go for that semi-structure. Yes, they can put it as a JSON or stuff like that, but some, let's say unstructured, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to go with you for the semi-structured.
Okay.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
another thing to consider would then be, for instance, look at this sample we checked. Say analog data, audio, video, health recordings, documents. Yeah. Hello.
Not you, Daniel.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So maybe, for instance, a web page or email and all that. Does it sound like what could come from Twitter?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, what would be coming? What would be coming from your Twitter campaign data? Hope I'm getting this right. Sorry. Campaign data, we said it's unstructured.
Are you considering, is it unstructured because you're considering things like the emojis and videos?
Audio,
Video,
okay. Yes.
But those ones, are you sure those ones will be used in like an analysis? But because I don't know, because in my experience, like they usually like remove emojis and videos.
But I think
they just want to be able to track.
Okay.
Okay, just tracking it, Tabi.
Yeah, they just want to be able to track.
Okay.
All right, so guys, bicycle data. I think we've slept on this for long.
At least we learn more. That's it. You know, I can quickly pick it up from where we. To me, it's not about
this is our first time. This is our first time actually. So maybe tomorrow in the other labs we could be faster. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So for bicycle.
I think. Hello, Daniel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think this should fall into that JSON part, so, like you said.
Okay. So what kind of data is IoT data?
So what do you mean? What kind of data is IoT data?
Yeah, the data coming from IoT edge was coming from that end. How is it? Is it structured, semi-structured, or unstructured? Because the data you'll be getting here is that kind of data.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with structured because so for let me give let me just I think like Toby is like doesn't really get like the structured and unstructured and semi-structured. So for in this case, so let's say you have a like your speedometer in your car now, for example. Just imagine that it's digital or it's sending information to, let's say you are driving down Third Mainland Bridge now and you're maintaining, I don't know, 180 kilometers per hour because there's no traffic. So it's that data. So just send that data at time. Now it's 9:43 p.m. 40 seconds. It will send that figure to your wherever you are storing it to. So that's 180 kilometers per hour. Just store it and store it in a column in a data, right? In your table, right? So when they say structured data, is mostly referring to things that have rows and columns. Like who is buying what, like your sales records now, for example. So person A bought this thing in one column. So customer in one column, goods bought in one column, amount spent in one column. So that kind of thing, that when you have table structure, that's the structured data. So when you're talking about semi-structured, so that's when what Daniel is trying to show you here, JSON. So those ones they come in key value pairs. So for example, a person now can have various characteristics. That person can be have an age, can have complexion, can have gender, can have occupation. So let's say those 4 things now. If you are going to store it in a table format in rows and columns, the data will most likely, you have so many columns in that kind of scenario. So in order to like reduce the number of columns that you are going to store it in JSON, where, okay, for example, you just put person A now, or and that's the key, then the values will have its attributes, So we now have age, then, and all those other ones. Then you have unstructured data, the ones that can't even fall into rows and columns, or don't really follow structure, like images now, or audio. Yeah. So those are like, that's like how I think about it. So for me, in this case that is we're considering now, which are IoT, since they store, they are sending you unique values. So for one, there's only one will be taking value for your location, and that one will be taking value for your speed, and sending specific values to. So that one is easy to store in just one column. I can store your location. Let's say you are in Ikeja now. I can store, okay, Ikeja, this longitude and latitude in one column. That one can contain and it won't explode fast. So, so that's how I think about it,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, what do you think now? The data coming. So we have bicycle computer information data. Yep, it's here. There's number 6. Sorry. Bicycle computer. Bicycle computer. So what do you guys think? Structured, unstructured, semi-structured? Kemi, what do you think? Hello?
Hello, Kemi.
Okay.
Maybe she's on another call.
She's on hold, yeah. So you guys agree structured?
Yeah, I still go for structure too. I go for structure too. But Wally, thank you for that explanation. Wally?
And then I was also pulling up some examples.
Yeah, so maybe we can share like articles that are really explain it later.
Yes.
So I was looking for this. Microsoft Learn. Sorry.
Yeah, they actually explained it very well there too.
Yes. I remember I've gone through.
Was it in the storage? I think, okay. Storage.
This is where they started us from.
Yes, I read about this. Yes. Okay.
Not here.
I think it was in storage.
I think maybe yep. Yeah.
Explore data type.
So these are like this structured data. So for structured data, you are considering services like Microsoft SQL Server, SQL database, and this is
On-prem.
That's okay. This is cloud. This is cloud. Yep.
Okay.
So, and then unstructured data, you'll be considering column-based stores. We are considering likes of Cosmos DB, Azure Blob Storage for it.
Yeah, Daniel, I found it. I found where you gave more examples. If you go, I've shared it in the WhatsApp group.
Okay. I'll check that out. Thanks.
Yeah. So then they talked about how you can classify the data type that is coming.
Yeah. Okay. So the last one here is bicycle maintenance services. Bicycle maintenance services.
This is more structured. More structure.
Okay. Is that what
you made the requirement first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Predictive maintenance. I think they are interested in doing predictive maintenance, yeah. Something that will trigger automatically when they need some maintenance to be carried out on a system. So I think it's a predictive maintenance scenario.
So, on the way, Kemi, do you want to say something?
No, I'm still going through.
Okay.
All right, guys, have you decided?
So I think this is also like an IoT kind of. They're using IoT to the telemetry reports from. So as you can see, they're using sensor data from the bicycles.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that can just be like a small computer device on the bicycle that was taking those. So it's now those small information that they are getting, they will now use to make the predictive maintenance. So let's say your gear is not catching on very fast now, right? And your sensor data picks that up. Can now offer you, like, quickly send a message. If you opt in as a paid service, now send you a message. So since it is an IoT device, I will go for like structured data. So
Okay. Any other opinion?
I strongly agree with Fualito.
Same.
Kemi.
I said same here. Same
Okay.
here.
All right. All right. So what do we call this data now? So what do you call this?
Which
Structure.
what?
What do you call this requirement?
Well, I think it's still predictive maintenance.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly, because
Okay.
bicycle maintenance services. Yeah, you're correct.
So number 7. Predictive maintenance data. Okay, so we said it's structured. Yeah, and I think we are good, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And this is just probably dealing with task 1.
We just finished task 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but actually we kind of did the task 2 anyway. Do you follow?
We also discussed about it. Yeah. We
Yeah,
discussed
we
it.
did task because we were actually discussing why we think this is the correct solution, or this is what they want and what type of data it is. So our first work as a data engineer would be what kind of data is coming.
Okay.
What kind of data is coming, and what cloud platform solutions are available for it, whether it is Azure, whether it is AWS or IBM, whatever. What kind of data, structured, unstructured, and semi-structured? What kind of data storage technologies are available for them? So if you say structured data, what kind of technologies do you have on Azure for them? So that's where we are going to for exercise 2. I think we can quickly do that, yeah? Time is not smiling at us.
Well, at least we are getting it, and then at least value addition, stuff like that. So
Yep.
at least every
So,
day I get something new.
so this is the file for the next one.
Okay.
I am fine. So this is to need to close this one. I still need okay, that's open. This is for solution. Let's see if we did well. This is the answer for the first one.
Okay.
So
There's even answer
everything.
just
Yes.
we should be able to download from our side too.
Yes, Wale can. I don't know if Kemi can do that now. Wale, please, can you share this files in the WhatsApp group?
Yes, I can. Although you guys should actually be able to download it.
Yes,
one thing that might be wrong, might be probably internet issue. But you can clone it too. See if you can. If you have Git, you can clone it. But I will also before 12 a.m. I will download everything and put it on the group.
Okay, right? So here's the answer.
On structure.
So the first one was for holding images of product that are sold on the website. It is unstructured. Where's ours?
We got that right.
Yes. Sorry, I want to put our side by side. Hope I'll be able to do.
Should be able to do control left and right.
Okay. Sorry.
Control left and right to split the screen into have stuff like that.
I've already done.
Okay.
No wonder. All right. So guys, I hope we can see.
Yes.
So what didn't we get right? So the first one we said unstructured. The next one, did we get the right data? Other information. So the system to better serve customers with global availability of its own application and sales and ordering data. Yeah, so ordering information, structured, yes. All right, data warehouse capabilities of Azure SQL Data Warehouse. Okay, that's what we kept here. The one for data warehouse, historical reporting and descriptive analytics. And structured. Okay. Then they would like to take their data analytics further and start to utilize predictive. Okay, we didn't add that other portion.
So the answer is semi-structure.
No, we didn't add that other portion of it. This one is still under that. This is where they picked this from. Where? Here. So here is where in addition, they like to take it further to utilize predictive analytics capabilities. Still under this, where we got this historical reporting and descriptive analysis.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Yes, I got that. So it's most of I got that.
Yep. So that's where that came from. And then semi-structured. And then we also talked about the next one, requested the platform. is provided by the data engineer that enables them to store historical data, which is this conversational history data. We said is unstructured, and here
No,
it's
that's where I was asking.
semi-structured.
Remember, Daniel, that was where I was asking, what was the definition of the semi-structure? Yeah, and from what Wale explained later, I think they are right. You should go through semi-structured data, the conversational history.
So here it is again. Sorry. Here it is again.
No, I know where to get it now.
Now I just want to pull up the semi-structure that I called. So most examples you have here are JSON, XML, a .csv file, a tab delimited file.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Yes. So when you look at the question or this scenario here, you ask how is the data coming? How is the data coming? Is it in that JSON form? You understand? If it is a chatbot, then it's possible that the data is coming in a JSON format.
Exactly. In JSON format.
So that's the only thing I see here, that the data is coming in a JSON format. For instance, if you are doing software development and you are storing, serializing or deserializing data, you're probably storing them or sending it to an endpoint as a JSON file. So I think that's why.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, we are learning and we are growing, and we are learning to be able to identify data types. Yes. So this is semi-structured. Okay. So the next one here is the marketing department. I think we got that one. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Twitter campaign data.
Wow.
Yes, structured. And then the next one, customer service department, to identify fraudulent call for support, semi-structured. We put everything together. So looking at this one again, customer service. Where is it?
I think it's up.
It's yes, this one, yes. So they want a place to first of all store the data coming from the conversation. Yeah. Then they also, that line says, over the last few years, the customer service departments have observed an increase in calls from fraudulent customers who are asking for support for bags that are no longer in warranty, or bags that have not even been purchased at AdventureWorks. So they are relying on the experience of customer service agents to identify this. Okay. Okay. So definitely they are going to need another database for this, right? or it's another data requirement. First, they are storing, then another, they want to be able to have another place where they can process and run a check and see if this person claiming to have bought this bicycle from them and is demanding service. They want to be able to identify the person if this is a fraudulent customer or not. So maybe in the real world, how would you personally have handled this as a data engineer?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you, Toby.
Okay, I missed some parts, so we are on the fraudulent. I missed some part. Okay, fraudulent customers. Am I right?
So, for instance, yeah. So the question is, you are gathering data from customer service and pre-sales. You've been gathering their data, storing them somewhere.
Okay.
And you, for instance, the call volumes and the history of customers calling in and all that. But over time, the same department have discovered that there are some people who have been fraudulent. They are claiming to have warranty. They are claiming to be customers. Meanwhile, they are not.
Yeah,
How do you, if you are to solve this problem, how would you go about it? Would you use the same database that you were storing information to do the processing, or you will create another database for it? Yes, guys.
So what's the goal of creating a different database, if I may ask? Like since
you want to track fraudulent customers. So yeah, they want to implement a system that can help agents track in real time who could be making a fraudulent claim. Remember, you were storing all this conversation here. You were storing all this information over time. They've been storing them on-prem. Hello, who is that?
okay, so you've been storing if you've been storing everything in one database. So I'm trying to understand why you need a different one, to track the fraudulent guys, right? So I need a listen. Or what's your thought process for creating a new database? Is it so that those ones who you identify as fraudulent or who have potential to be fraudulent claims are put there? Or
so you've been storing, you have one database that has been storing mixed information, whether actual customers of each customers. Now you want to move each customers to one place where you can do maybe do real-time clustering. Hey, hello, who's that?
I think
Someone is trying to speak. Yeah, hello, Toby.
Yeah, I think his network is really bad.
Yeah, Kemi, we've not been hearing you.
I'm with you.
Don't worry, we'll chase you. We'll chase you so that you contribute. Yeah. Toby is trying to say something, but we can't hear him.
It's network.
Yeah, it's really
for the calls, some will involve audios. Yes, I
okay. Okay. So let's continue once he's probably resolved the network issue. We can get his comment again. Yeah. So,
Okay,
Wale,
so,
do you see
yeah.
any reason yet to move it or to
No,
create
not yet,
another?
not yet, because the way I'm saying it now, if you create one database and a new database where you know all the fraudulent guys are kept there, right, and you want to do cluster analysis, that means there will just be one cluster now. There will just be one cluster of fraudulent people. Or what? Or maybe I'm misunderstanding the whole situation.
So here now, data scientists want to use it where they want to help sales agents to identify fake customers or fraudulent customers real time. And once you are talking of a real time, a real time solution, you're already talking of unstructured data. Or maybe it's sorry, a real time you'll be talking of semi-structured already. But then it's advisable that if you are going to build a model that can do a prediction real time, you have to create another database solution or another storage solution for your data scientists. Is it understandable now?
No.
Yeah, I get so okay. Maybe because of the query time. Is it like time it takes to filter the remaining Abi? Okay.
That's one. So, but yeah, okay. So everyone gets to understand here. We are gathering the data for sales, pre-sales, who are attending to customers, calling, and for instance, if you are logging a complaint, you first of all have to fill your name, your email address, or maybe your bicycle information, or why exactly you want to speak with a customer care agent. All this information is being stored somewhere. Maybe at the end of the conversation, someone flags you. Someone checks in the database and covered during conversation that this person is not actually our customer, and they flag it. And this information is being stored in the database. Now they want to create a model. In the database they have both good customers or customers, actual customers and fake customers in this database. Now they want to create a model.
Okay.
They want to create a model. However, the data is stored, we don't know. I'm not sure we have that talked about here. How the former data was stored. Okay, they should have it in the sales table. All this information is stored in one database. Now they want to create a predictive model. The data science guys want to create a predictive model from this data. How is it going to, how are they going to do it? So they probably, will it be advisable that they build their model on that database or create a copy of it to another environment, to another data storage solution and create their model there.
Create a copy.
Okay. Yeah, so that's why we have this. So that copy is basically for training, to have a model that they could use for the predictive service to flag who is a bicycle, who is a customer and who is not a customer. Yes, so the next one, first party and third party applications have access to the information of the bicycle computer. And this is here, right? So this one is bicycle computer information. We flagged this one as what? We flagged it as structured.
Yeah, that was my bad. I totally missed it. Totally missed it.
So it's
Why is it semi-structured?
Semi-structured here. The storage itself is structured. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, but I can hear you, please.
Oh.
But you could not hear me. I was
I think it's the network.
Yes, it's the network. So I think my thought is that, well, you said something about how the data is coming in and processing. Like for the customer service now, it's likely they're going to deal with a lot of data. You understand, audio, some location data and stuff like that. It will come in as a semi-structure, and then like the JSON format. Wally talked about, but that's of the maybe they will have a data warehouse staging the historical data. The model will be built up of the data warehouse. So if the new one are coming in, it's just for you to, there will be a database for the new one that will classify the text or the audio, maybe something running on the database, and then it will just work. So I support their semi-structured stuff. But this one, let me see this last one we are talking about.
This is it.
Okay, that's first. Yes, the bike telemetry too is semi-structure. Yeah.
But
yes,
here's what I'm saying here. So AdventureWorks bicycle, they can be equipped with an innovative built-in bicycle computer, which consists of automatic locking features of the bicycle. So they also want to be able to capture this following information, and then first and third party applications can have access to the information of the bicycle. So
okay.
Do you understand now?
Can I come in?
Yes,
can I come in? Yes, what I understand here is that when it comes to JSON file, likely you call it an API. You understand?
Okay.
So this IoT device calling third party. I saw there is one place you said third party application. So third party application is likely to be calling an API. So and if you are classifying semi-structure JSON file as semi-structure XML, these are what comes out from API. Yeah, so that will also take it as semi-structure. I think what we need to know is that how can they call those data? It will even help us on classifying them as semi-structure, structure, and unstructured.
Yeah.
I hope I get that right.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking, I'm trying to think as a data scientist here now, and not as as a data engineer here, and not as a software developer
Developer.
or a
Okay.
software engineer who is creating an API and probably calls a SQL query in his code that gets this data, and then he gives it out as a JSON result to whoever will call the endpoint, the first party or the third party application. That's one. My focus here is as a data engineer. What's my requirement here? Do you understand? Is either I'm saying, okay, what data solution would be needed? What data service needed? You get? So that's why I think it's why we thought of storage. All the data that would be coming in from this bicycle computer, if they successfully launch this product, where will all this data be stored? That was what we had in mind when we were answering this.
Yes,
Which
you're
is
right. You're right.
Which is the thought
True.
of a data engineer. Then probably whoever wants to access the data in call it and all that, what others are there data services that could do that for them? Yeah, sure, of course. Queries, maybe logic apps could do that and all. But we first of all want to think of requirements. This thing is not even here yet. What is going to be the demand, the data demand for it? So I think in a way we actually specified the right answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's almost
All right.
10. So,
Then the
yeah.
last one, bike telemetry data can be used to provide predictive maintenance. It said it's semi-structured, and we said it is structured. Predictive maintenance data. So I've noticed that anything prediction, they've tagged it as a semi-structured.
Okay.
Did you notice that?
Yes.
Yep. So anything prediction, it's, yeah, and I think I understand that too. So it depends on how you are looking at it. Is either are you looking at it from the point of data coming in or data going out?
Yes. Yes. I think they are looking at the point of data coming
Going
out.
out, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's what we also need to look in their classification, because as you said earlier, if you are looking at it from another angle, you classify it wrongly. If you are using it,
Yeah.
looking at it from the another perspective too, you classify it as another thing. So I think what we have drive out from here is that they are looking it from the part of how the data is coming out from where it is. So I think that's the main thing.
All right,
Well,
guys.
I hope that's clear. You got that right now.
Yeah, I'll need to go and look at it. When
Yes,
I actually
guys. Yeah, well, can you hear you?
yeah, so like the way what I get from this is that, you know, yeah, you guys, like Daniel said, like the way, if you're looking at a software developer, you look at it in a different way. So the way I look at this is that each of these IoT devices, maybe it's only one sensor data, right? So each bicycle has properties, all those other properties.
Exactly.
So those are now attached in like a JSON format that is now sent over. So yeah, so I think I get that. I get that now. So thank you.
All right, guys. I think we can. We've spent more than the time we budget.
Yes, but we
This
learned.
session.
We learned the approach.
Yeah, I really learned a lot.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Sincerely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
once we can know all this approach, you just have to relax and go for the exam.
Exactly. Exactly.
We
If you are able to
didn't
finish all this lab, I
lab.
think you
So
should be good to.
exactly. Even the dumps will just be like a refresher.
Exactly.
Because
So
when I
that's
was
why yeah.
I say when I was going for my D100, I didn't really read much. So far, you know the technique and something like this which you are treating, you'll be able to answer their study case and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah,
So that's why we said towards the end of the study sessions, we then share the dump with us. So we would not give out dumps now, and
no
you're no
problem.
longer
I support
serious.
that.
You're no longer.
Sincerely, Daniel, I didn't always support dumps. I didn't always read them. Let me sincere.
All right.
This is what we really need. Small, and
Please
then
read it.
later.
Please, I want to just say when you get it, please read the dumps.
Yes, I know.
Yes,
That's
please do.
right. Sure, you're going to read it, but these are first things. You know, Daniel mentioned something yesterday that once you know this thing, if you are reading the dumps, it will now give you a very good, clear view.
Yeah.
You understand?
And
but if
mind you, the dump is not 100%.
yes, the dumps are not always correct.
Dump is like giving you like 70%, which is what you
Yes.
probably need to pass, and then maybe that 70% is wrong. Maybe 10% out of that 70% is wrong. Then you are left with 60 correct options or questions, and then you are supposed to help yourself cross into a pass score.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
of all Microsoft exams I've taken, I've discovered that they don't only test you for dumps don't only help you. Only dumps don't help you. You need theoretical experience. You need practical experience.
Practical experience, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I believe the way we are going like this,
The way yeah. This is very, very efficient.
this
I
is
didn't
like
know it would be
to be
this
sincere, this
efficient.
is like a practical section to me.
Yeah.
It's like an opportunity where you are in an organization, you are solving a problem, you are taking it. So as for even after this, even if we could not be able to meet up with the exam, the knowledge is there now. You can start designing one small stuff. So I really give you kudos, Danny. I will continue saying that. As I always try to join. It's not easy for me to join at this late hour. I always, when I remember that you need to be here, encourage Daniel, Wale, to be sincere. Whenever I see someone doing what I cannot do, I don't mind. I always try to give kudos and respect those people. Yeah, thank you. Kemi, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
sorry
guys.
for
I
slapping
really,
you.
really enjoyed the sessions with you.
Yeah.
So, just a little sad. Funani couldn't stay for.
Yes, Funani is our great reminder, and he always contributes a lot. And then from his I always remember other things that I've forgotten.
Yeah, and someone is probably going to join.
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
He told me he would join.
No problem.
Yeah, hello guys.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, someone was trying to reach me. Yeah, so tomorrow session, I think we already have the basics of how we are going to work along the lab files. And so maybe tomorrow, if we come together, we probably would be faster in in our lab sessions. And then, yesterday we budget, or we had planned 2 labs today. And it's so fortunate that we we were unable to finish 1 lab. Yeah, so tomorrow I think it should be our assignment. What do you guys think? We should finish this lab 1.
No problem.
Mm.
I'm there
Yeah,
assignment.
we should finish the lab. So
I'll
basically,
try.
when we come tomorrow, just discuss on it for maybe 10-15 minutes, and then we enter the lab for tomorrow. So tomorrow we probably could divide the time into 2 labs, maybe lab 2 and 3. I need we missed our timekeeper. All right, guys. Thank you so much for making today's session wonderful. You added
Thank you, Daniel.
bright colors to this session, and we're grateful. I learned a lot from you guys too, and it's been nice. Kami, I hope probably when you get to work, you could be doing the data engineer job already.
Yes.
Nice.
Really, and I hope it's been interesting.
Very, very. I've learned a lot today. Thank
Yeah,
you.
great feedback. All right, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I think we should rest before we go out for tomorrow. Good enough. I'm staying home today. No, tomorrow. Yes, but I'm not staying without working. That's the sad part.
Everybody knows that now. You work from home. I start work by 8:30, and then you are stuck till like 5:30 before you even have time to freshen, get fresh air, and do some other thing.
Uh, uh,
Sad.
okay, guys. I really find it hard to say goodbye, but it really
Bye.
is my heart
Bye.
to know that we would still assemble tomorrow. And please let's try to come on time so that we can finish up on. I know some of us had stressful day. All right, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Guys,
Okay,
guys.
see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
yeah.
Bye
And
bye.
Night, bye.
bye. Enjoy your night.
Okay.
I'm stopping to share, and we are off.